Tigers are out in the ground, the umpires are out in the ground. We're just waiting now for the Boat Harbour Blues to reappear. We have Mark Spur back with us fresh after his win in the half-time 440.
Yeah, I'm still puffing a bit, Ray.
Well, a little bit disappointing that the opposition wasn't very numerous.
Yeah, well, probably that was a good thing on my behalf, lack of opposition. That's probably the only reason I got across the line.
Maybe that's one way we could get City Warriors to a grand final.
Yeah, take a few of the clubs out.
Maybe there'd be some fines for late out, do you think? Start fining the clubs for being late back out on the ground, or?
Well, I think so. They do it in the other leagues.
Here they come now. Peter Marshall leading the side out.
Now, I've been watching the game from the sidelines for most of the first half, so pretty impressed with the standard of football.
Yeah, it's been pressured. You know, it's been a bit scrappy in places, but that's pressure that does that to any final sort of like that. So, Andrew McLaren has kicked 3 goals. He's probably the best player on the ground at this point, from my point of view. I don't know what you think there.
Yeah, no, he's put in well. Although I know Adrian Hall got a lot of possessions around that centre of the ground.
Yes, Adrian has.
He's given them that drive forward, which is necessary in a football match.
We'll see how they're going to line up now. The boundary umpires to go to their corners, ready to start the second half. Umpire Blair Davis puts the ball in the air, waiting for the timekeepers.
Score at half time. No one really gets it out of the centre, but Cornish drives the ball up high, but doesn't gain any distance. And chases on onto the wing, and Jones in pursuit. But Wright gets the ball for both Brooklyn Tigers.
Still scrambling, they can't get their foot to the ball quick enough.
Right. Ball's high, centre half forward for the Blues, but it's repelled by Wright of Brooklyn Tigers.
Goes through the whole pack there, and Bevan Finch kicks it off the ground, but Adrian Hall is
doing a lot of hard work there on that half-back line.
And she's on behind play there, I think, there. A little bit of a bump, but...
Beswick's got the ball on the wing for the Blues. Drives it up at the boundary line. And Matthew Ferguson lets the ball go over.
Marcus Prentice to throw the ball in. Doing a good job in his first season of boundary umpiring, and been rewarded with the grand final and done a pretty good job. Another good throw there.
All right, Jones handball out for the Blues. All right, we've got some space here for Boat Harbour boy in Zavo.
Mark Rosetto.
Mark Rosetto.
On the wrong side. Free kick here to Dean Walker. It swings around, but it's going to go straight to Andrew Miller.
I think Boat Harbour need to settle down here and try to look for someone up that forward line instead of just blazing it away.
Yes, Boat Harbour got a good opportunity here. If they can kick a couple of quick goals, it could dishearten the Tigers, and that's probably all they need to do.
Cornish out in the wing for Brooklyn takes the ball. Handball's over the top. And Brooklyn, once they drives it forward, into the half-forward line for them. And Brooklyn drive it forward, but Potts for Blues will repel his attack, driving the ball back towards the centre.
Bevan Finch should collect this ball. I think he might have gone too wide, is he? No, he's just in.
Pushed that wide. I think Dale Hyland out there takes the mark. Drives it into the forward line for Brooklyn Tigers.
Cornish positioned himself at the back of the pack, but...
The ball comes out the back. Adrian Hall caught, but the ball's still play on. And the umpire, Peter Dixon, calls for a ball up.
Let's see if Peter can improve his bouncing this half. Now he's going to throw it up. That's probably a wise move for Peter.
And the ruckman contestant, no one really wins other than the boundary line.
The rain stayed away. It's been a pretty good day, a pretty comfortable watching conditions, and a reasonable crowd in, and makes for an interesting second half. A good close game. The
crowd's being involved where I was. We were doing a bit of cheering down in the grandstand down there into the pocket. The Phil Messenger for Brooklyn Tigers drives the ball forward. Zilster in front, doesn't hold the mark. Jamie Butcher and
Donnie Bolton.
Bolton gets the ball
Bolton
to back to the centre of the ground. Drives it towards goal, but marked right on the goal line by
Tony Smith.
Smith.
Boat Harbour boys making leads here on the flank.
He goes short to
Les Roberts-Thompson. No, it was punched away. He took it too easily. Well, bad hand pass there. We really could have set up a goal there. But
the ball, Adrian Hall once again drives the ball out of the back line straight to Mark Pearce. Drops an easy one. But he recovers well and drives the ball at the wing to no one in particular other than Phil Messenger of the Brooklyn Tigers. He slows it down a bit, drives it forward. Matthew Jones holds a good mark, but the umpire doesn't pay that. And he'll call for a ball up. Half forward for Brooklyn Tigers.
Plenty of players around that ball up. Jeez, fairly thick out there.
Good punch by Jones of Boat Harbour.
The Boat Harbour boys seem to be a bit slow there. They didn't chase that ball.
Good handball from...
there's a goal.
Good handball there from the Brooklyn guy to set up that goal.
Who kicked that one? Did you see who kicked that one? It came out there awfully quick. I wasn't expecting that one to go through.
No, I didn't pick it up myself, Ray.
No, I didn't pick up who kicked that.
No pats on the back either, so...
I don't know whether the cameraman picked it up. But
there's a good handball over the top there by Brad Blizzard to set that goal up.
Yes.
He opened up the space for his teammate to drill the ball into the open goal square.
We'll have to find out who kicked that one later on, I think. Bevan French has it now, kicks it to centre half forward. Les Roberts-Thompson can't hold it. Comes out to Ian Bolton onto Bradley Potts. But he's tried to do too much. Been penalised.
Yeah, caught with the ball. Definitely held the ball too long there.
Gary Kingston playing for 50 there, but the umpire won't be sucked into that.
Taking his time. He's having a set shot for goal, Gary. Drills along. Will be landing in the goal square. Won't quite make the distance. And Tony Smith holds a good chest mark in the goal square. He'll slow it down and look for his man, which he does, and he finds Jones of centre half back position.
Not much moving there for Blues.
He looks wide for Potts, but Potts spoiled by Brad Blizzard. And Brooklyn Tigers drives the ball forward, but skewing off the side of the boot, out on the full.
Brad Blizzard's probably had more touches in this quarter than what he had for the whole first half. He didn't seem to be in it at all the first half, but he's done a couple of useful things this quarter.
I think they may have moved him up the ground a bit. He seems to be playing a little further up the ground than he was.
Yes, mark there to Andrew McLaren. Now he's got a chance here to set something up for the Blues.
Ashley Hall's coming off for Boat Harbour Blues.
And Daniel Wilson going on.
Right. Ball in the centre of the ground. He's in a bit of a scramble at the moment. No one taking possession. But Beswick caught with the ball. But the ball's still in dispute. Umpire will have to ball up soon. But Boat Harbour get the ball through Beswick. Dribbles the ball up the boundary line to Blue Atkinson, who tries to pick up one-handed. But still picks up the ball, but...
she's scrambling out there at the moment, isn't it?
Hard to pick up the players in a pack like that. And I think a Brooklyn Tiger kicked the ball up the boundary line and or bounced out. Or out on the full.
Out in the full, was it?
No, it's not. No, boundary throwing.
No. Greg Price to throw the ball in.
Right, Julian French at the front of the ruck there, taps the ball down the top front.
Daniel Wilson takes a nice mark
good
there.
Mark, just coming on
pressure.
Coming in off the interchange bench, takes a good mark.
Down to Peter Marshall.
Peter Marshall, who tries to hold a mark, but Tigers repel the ball through Cornish, who drives the ball straight down the ground. The way to play this ground.
Don Zilstra's leading out well there.
To a vacant person in the goal square, holds a good mark. And I think that's
Jeff Faulkner, isn't it?
Yes. And
Jeff Faulkner kicked the goal earlier in the first half, and he has a chance to make 2.
Yeah, about 5 metres out on a slight angle. Should have no problems in kicking this one.
He's missed it though, has he? No, he's just got it.
Scraped it in. So that leaves Brooklyn to extend their lead a little bit.
Yes, that makes Brooklyn 8 goals 9, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, 8 goals 9, 54, I believe.
To Boat Harbour Blues 7 goals 3, 45. Waiting for the ball to come back to the middle. Plenty of instruction out there for the Boat Harbour Blues players from the runners.
Yeah, I believe they've really got to hold Brooklyn Tigers out for this quarter, and I believe they'll be coming home with a slight breeze, which should assist them in the final quarter. So they still got to work hard for this third quarter to hold the Brooklyn Tigers out. Jones taps the ball down for Boat Harbour. Bevan French tapping the ball in front, out to Brad Blizzard.
Brad Blizzard, not
sharked off the pack there by Henricks, I believe.
Yes, Henricks. Coming through there is Anthony Cornish, playing a very good game, Anthony Cornish, and finds
Phil Messenger on his own on the wing. Plays on straight away, kicks the ball badly forward, but Don Zilster runs onto the loose ball. But Bradley Potts picks the loose ball up again.
Bad slip over there by Julian French, lets the Blues in.
Good tap on by Hendricks there to the advantage of McLaren, who fumbles a little bit. Cornish picks up the ball. Brad Blizzard, another possession. He gets the ball into the pack well and does a good job. He goes up to Brian Cameron, who drills it up to the Cornish out on the wing. Yeah, he's got 20 he can run. He's going to run into a goal. Kicks long towards the goal square.
And out in the full.
Out in the full.
He hasn't used the ball well at all today, Rodney Cornish.
No, he's been doing... usually throughout the course of the year he's a good kick for goal, but today he's been a bit wayward.
Yes, he hasn't taken the time to steady and have a look at the sticks.
Right, the ball is taken by Boat Harbour. McLaren marks easily in the centre of the ground, plays on straight away, drives towards centre half forward, looking for Blue Atkins. The ball is punched away by Tigers and cleared out quite well there by Condonnery, but then Brendan
Murray, yes,
kicks the ball to the advantage of Dale Hyland on the wing.
Good pick up there by Dale Hyland under pressure too.
Right, handballs over the top, back to Brendan Murray, who a kick under pressure goes straight to Bradley Potts. He goes back, has his kick, plays on, and smothered off the boot by Bevan French to the advantage of Cornish, but then he fumbles and Adrian Hall clears. The ball to centre half forward for the Blues, handball by Henricks to Brad Blizzard. Once shrugs off a tackle.
Too strong for him there. He just couldn't hold
it. Clears out to Rodney Cornish, who's got a lot of the ball this quarter, and drills it towards the goal square, into the goal square. Should be an easy goal here for
Gary Kingston.
Gary Kingston off the ground.
There's a bit of a break there now.
Yes.
Bit of a break, and this could be dangerous.
That was a better kick by Rodney Cornish that time. He settled and he kicked it long and went over the top of the pack towards the goal square. Although it wasn't his goal, he set it up for Gary Kingston there.
Yes, I think if the Blues don't get the next goal, they're going to be in all sorts of trouble.
Yes, they'll have to keep this lead down to a minimum of 2 or 3 goals. Right, Jones gets the ball out of the ruck. McLaren drives it forward, straight down the goal. Blues in a good position. But the ball is sort of disputed and goes over the boundary line in the forward pocket. And they have a bit of a friendly...
Yes, I think there's a free kick being given against Blue. It should be probably 50 metres there. He had the ball and laid it at his feet. I think he might have went over the mark too.
Con Donnelly kicks the ball out. There's a Bevan French at the bottom of the pack, gets the ball.
Oh,
But Hendricks runs into his own man, but manages to get a kick forward. Ball's high in the pack. No blues there at all to that ball, and Brooklyn Tigers clear it out through Phil Messenger again, who's tackled well.
No.
Oh, unlucky there, I believe.
Yes, I thought he was in possession.
Good tackle. The umpire found it the other way for tackling too long. Mark Pearce handballs out of the pack. Goes to the advantage of Phil Messenger again out in this wing. Handballs well to Dale Highland, who's running clear, sets the ball up for his own man.
A lot of good play up
lead
on
by
wing.
Don Zylstra.
No, that bounce. Yes,
play on score by the umpire. Good tackle. Right, now umpire Blair Davids pays the free kick to Don Zylstra for tackling without possession of the ball. He takes his time, goes back and has a kick towards goal. Kicks long to no one in particular. The ball's in a pack again. Picked up by Bevan French, slung off the ball. Adrian Hall also slung off the ball.
Yeah, Adrian's going to get a free kick, I think, for being hung on to it.
He must have just got rid of it, and it was a late tackle. Hall can't see who to kick to.
Crowd up here getting vocal.
He kicks long, good kick to the advantage of Fred Pearce.
Dale Highland, he nearly dropped that.
Julian French doesn't take possession. Phil Messenger again getting a lot of possession this quarter. Handball's off to Andrew Cornish, who kicks forward. No one. The pack develops. The ball goes to Brendan Murray, who kicks the goal.
No, I think he's missed it. Yes, he's missed it.
Phil Messenger out here on this grandstand wing, getting a lot of possession this quarter and doing a bit of drive.
He's improved a lot this quarter. He didn't have a real bad first half, but he's really gone well this quarter and set a lot of things up for the Brooklyn Tigers.
McLaren kicks out to a short lead by Tony Smith, takes it on his chest, plays on straight away, has a bounce and drills it up to the wing. But a good mark taken by Brad Blizzard out on that wing.
Let the Blues down a lot. They've kicked too long and too short at times. They haven't picked their men out.
Not looking. Bevan French sidesteps, has a kick straight towards the goals, and it's high in the square and sharked off the pack by Gary Kingston.
Gary Kingston again. Has he got it? No, he hasn't got his third.
No, it's one behind.
Yeah.
Registered by the umpire. Tony Smith to kick in for the Blues this time. Needs to look for a player. They need to play possession football, I believe. So he does there.
There's Robert Thompson. Plays on.
Good handball over the top.
Daniel Wilson in the middle.
Once again, doesn't look for a man. But luck's a fortune. Fred Pearce there does well. Doesn't quite get around the tackle.
It's good umpiring there to let that go because both players were in possession at the time. And
ball's in the pack again. Heavy work there by...
Going to be a ball up by umpire Peter Dixon here.
Both sides doing heavy work there, and umpire Dixon does the right thing by balling the ball up.
Yes, there's too many players getting around the ball, and it makes it very scrambly.
Right, Bevan French runs through a pack, keeps the ball out in front, which is the right thing to do, and the ball's socket off the ground by a Brooklyn Tiger. And the ball's centre up forward, and here goes...
Paul Trenham has a shot for goal, and I think he might have kicked it. Yes, he has.
Yeah, it's a good goal. They're running onto his right foot, kicking it over his shoulder, and he doesn't make any mistake at all.
That's 2 goals to Paul Trenham, and he's been a handy player across that half-forward line. And I think Blues are in a little bit of trouble at the moment. They've got to regroup and really pile some score on, or it'll be all over before they know it.
Yeah, the score at the time is Brooklyn Tigers have got 10 goals, 6, 88, I believe.
10-6, it should be 66.
10-6, 68 to...
10-8, 68, is it?
Yeah, 10-8, yeah, it must be 10-8, 68 to...
7-3, 45.
Blues got 7-3, 45. Hall picks the ball up, swings around onto his left foot, and kicks out wide to a running Peter Marshall, who needs to pick this ball up cleanly. Dean Walker hot on his hammer. And Dean Walker manages to clear the ball from Peter Marshall there. Kicks up the wing to Cornish, tries to go one-handed. And the ball's in a pack there. A good handball out to Robert Thompson, who handballs to the advantage of Andrew McLaren, who fumbles a bit but recovers. A quick kick off his boot forward. Once again, not looking, and Beswick takes possession of the ball, but Don Connolly He sort of defends well there, and the ball's cleared over the boundary line.
Throw in the half forward line for Bad Harbour Blues in attack. They must score from this this effort forward, or I think their cause is a lost one.
Bevan French with the ball out in front of him now. Tackled well by...
Come out of there too easy, really.
Right, picked up by Andrew Miller. He looks forward, kicks long, but there's all Brooklyn Tigers there. But Blue
Atkinson,
ball holding up in the wind there. Blue playing in front, the right thing to do. And good bump there off the ball by Fred Pearce. Picks the ball up well onto his right foot, kicks it into the pocket.
It's going to stay
There's a
in
chase
there.
on here. The Brooklyn Tiger guy does well, keeps the ball in play.
Well, I thought it was in, but
Boundary line umpire calls that
he was
out.
close, so we'll take his word for it.
Bad Harbour really need to get a goal from this move forward.
Yes, running out of time.
Bevan French taking a few possessions in the last few minutes of this quarter. Kicks well up to...
And a good kick, and a good play on there too to Rodney Cornish.
He kicks long again. Kicks forward to Bolton in the square, who touches it through and goes through for one behind.
One behind the Tigers, but more importantly, the Tigers have got the ball up there into the field, which means that Bad Harbour have got 3 or 4 kicks before they can score. So Brooklyn Tigers are looking good at the moment.
Yes, they're playing the better brand of football. Their possessions.
Yes, apart from this one man, Adrian Hall, he seems to be the only man that seems to be holding him up at all. And
he kicks short there, but that chipped in there well by Rodney Cornish. And he's in the centre of the ground, and he's going to kick long, which is the right thing to do with the breeze. Kicks very long. Torpedo pump into the square.
Oh, a good mark. Yes, a good mark there by Don Zylstra.
Yeah, playing in front. Once the ball kicked long, and you play in front, you're bound to have more chance of getting the ball than you do if you play behind.
That's a goal to Don Zylstra. Bad Harbour Blues are going to have to take a good hard look at themselves now and really search for all that they've got inside them and see whether they can come back from this. Of course there's time because they were in front at half time, but I feel that the way Brooklyn are playing at the moment that they could open this game right out and shut Blues right out of it.
Yes, it's extending into a match-winning lead actually, 30-odd points. It's going to be hard to get this back in that final quarter.
Yes, it's about I think it is 30 points now.
Ball tapped down by Julian French in the centre. Handball's out to the advantage of his own player. Handball over the top to Dale Highland. Adrian Hall trying to clean up. He does well, holds the ball up. Good tackle there. And it's kicked off the ground by Bad Harbour Blues there.
The free kick there to Tigers.
Yeah.
They're giving away some silly ones. And in the wrong place. And Julian French, is it?
Yes, Julian French, I believe. I don't know what he's like for kicking for goal, but we're about to find out.
No, I don't know whether he's kicked any this year or not.
Big ruckman, he's got the breeze behind him. Seems to be confident in himself. He's going to go back and have a long shot.
No, I don't think so. It's going to
high off the boot.
Right off the boot. And I think it'll be through for behind. Yes.
That wind there, just picking the ball up and taking it across the goal.
Yes, he sort of got underneath it. It just went up in the air and he sort of didn't direct it very well.
Smith kicks the ball out to a pack. And Ashley Hall's got the ball in front of him, paddling it along, does well. Handball's out. And the pack develops. Bradley Potts picks up the loose ball. And once again needs to look for someone up the field, which he does. And Fred Pearce takes a good mark.
That's a good mark by Mark Pearce.
He looks long, looks in the lead of Blue Atkinson, who's playing out front, and takes a good mark.
Yes, a good mark there.
Now that was better pay by Bad Harbour.
Yes.
They're looking for a player upfield.
And they...
Umpire calls the...
I don't know whether Blue can kick that from there. I think he's probably... Oh, that's a poor kick.
Kicks to the advantage of Beswick. He swings the ball over his right shoulder, sends the ball.
Who's there?
Now, Bad Harbour boys are out front here. Miller has got the ball in front of him. Can he take possession? not quite. The ball is held up there in a pack, and Peter Dixon does the right thing, calls for a ball up. Blue probably should have done a little bit more with that ball than chipping it out in front.
I think they needed to score while it was in that close, and the Tigers have got it back out to the half-forward line and got it out of the danger zone.
The ball's cleared out into the flank for the Tigers.
Bit of a race out here.
Brian Cameron does well. And Fred Pearce does some heavy work there and bundles the ball over the boundary line. Good work by Fred Pearce to keep the ball.
Yes. I think Brian Cameron might have a headache after that one, but...
Yeah, he was over the ball, but Fred was good bounce. Yep. Robert Thompson kicks the ball left-footed forward.
There's no one at home for the Blues,
Don Connolly, strong out of that back line, will drive the ball straight down the centre with the right thing to do again. And it takes a good mark by Brendan Murray.
Yeah, Brendan Murray asking the forwards to spread out.
Don Lilstra leads. Brendan goes back.
Yes.
And kick the ball long.
Coach is calling for him to get it moving, but I think it's a bit late for that now. He's sort of taking too much time over this kick. He's
Torbo Peter punt into the goal square. The Flyers go there, but
very early fly there by one of the Tigers players. But
the ball's punched over the boundary line.
Yeah,
by no one in particular.
I think Brendan took a little bit too much time there, really, to give his forwards much chance. And you've really got to get that ball quickly into the forward line to give them a chance one out on their opponents.
Yeah, you allowed the Bud Harbour Blues to get down there and clutter up that forward line.
Yes.
Ball's thrown in, knocked down by Peter Marshall, picked up by Ashley Hall, kicks the ball to the centre dangerously there. Julian French punches the ball to the advantage of Bevan, who gets a long shot for goal. It's going to float back.
Yes, that's another goal line.
Yeah. Good goal by Bevan there. Showed his experience there by getting onto that ball and kicking it for goal under a bit of pressure.
That's a big lead now for the Tigers, and I got my doubts that the Blues can come back from there.
Yeah, Ashley Hall there done a dangerous thing by kicking the ball back towards the centre. He probably should have picked the ball up and booted it up this wing, which kept it out of danger.
Players on the centre half forward position for the Blues there. As the siren goes for a 3/4 time, and the Brooklyn Tigers have, I think, got a match-winning lead there now. 12 goals, 10. What's that, 82, is it?
82, yes.
To Boat Harbour Blues, 7 goals, 3, 45. I don't think Boat Harbour Blues scored that quarter.
No, actually, a matter of fact, you're right there, Ray. That was their score at half-time. They had the ball down there a few times, but I believe their delivery and disposal of the ball left a lot to be desired, and that sort of let them down. They were kicking the ball to no one in particular for most of that quarter, and if you play in front like the Tigers were doing for that quarter, they're going to take possession of the football.
Yes, I think 6 goals to kick in the final quarter of any grand final is a tall order. Boat Harbour Blues have got to kick that, besides anything else that Tigers managed to kick as well, so I think it's going to be a very, very tall order for the Blues to fight back from here.